I'm sorry, guys. If I sound a little bit different today, it's because I'm sick. I'm getting better now, but yeah. Guys, I just can't shake this creepy feeling that I'm being watched. Oh, God, what are you doing, dude? Stop it, dude. You're so creepy, and what is that? You're copying me? Yeah, so Minecraft's new mannequins, these things, they are so much better than you probably realize. Chat, let's take a look and talk about the snapshot a little more. Minecraft snapshot 25W36A now B. Right after I dropped the snapshot video, or like right while I was working on it, they dropped another follow-up snapshot. The 25W36B was a super simple snapshot. It fixed a couple of crashes involving ender chest. That was a big no-no. Placing this buddy down would immediately crash your game. And trying to do any multiplayer as well, like land worlds, that would also crash the game too. Another big star of the show when it comes to this week's snapshot is definitely by far the mannequin. These things are crazy. Today's video will suffice as our mannequin deep dive. So I'm really sorry about this, but you all have to leave. The mannequin is a brand new type of entity, kind of like a mob, if you will, that you can get inside of your game. Like we talked about in the initial video, though, there's no spawn egg. Instead, if you want to get a mannequin, well, you're going to have to use this simple little command right here, summon mannequin, run it, and then by default, you will get slim, but still kind of thick Steve inside of your world. Now, this mannequin, when you spawn it into your world, it will have the name mannequin and then NPC. As I start to back away from this boy, we will see the NPC tag completely disappear, but the name tag, that will persist unless you hide it. Now, this mannequin right here, this is like calling us back to the old days of Minecraft. Where, like, I'm thinking back of those alpha days where there was, like, Steve walking, swinging his arm around like crazy. Or it's kind of like Bedrock Edition with NPCs actually already existing. Now, these mannequins here, we talked a little bit about it initially when we checked it out for the first time, but they're actually pretty advanced and have a lot of components to them. With the help of the data command in our game here, we can actually go ahead and pull all of the entity data from this mannequin standing right here. We can see a bunch of information here, such as its health, its brain, the lack of memories, the fact that it's on the ground, the fall distance, you know, just a bunch of technical information. Now, for starters here, the health that this mannequin has is 20. That's exactly the same as a player. The mannequin, as we can see here, it also behaves or like interacts with the world kind of like a real cold, hard living thing. You can smack it, slice it all day long, but it will never do anything back to you. It doesn't punch back. Now, my first big thought with the mannequin here, after I've been messing with it a little bit more, is, hey, that's a player. What about something that does not like the player at all? A husk? Well, it doesn't see the mannequin as literally anything at all. The husk cares negatively, and all other hostile mobs care negatively about the mannequin and these NPC mobs, at least right now. Now, these mannequins, they exist inside of your world and are definitely real. If I walk up to a mannequin and start, like, trying to walk through it, I cannot do that. Instead, I'm gonna end up pushing this mannequin around. So you can basically manipulate, change these things' positioning inside of your world just by bumping and grinding against this thing a little bit. And yeah, slowly but surely, it's making its way all the way over to that distant Minecraft village. You go, buddy. But what if I told you there's a better way? All right, you sick freak, you can't put the NPC on a lead. That doesn't work, so big bummer. But something like a boat or a raft, yeah, definitely, you could put these things inside of it. You could climb into that boat or a raft with the NPC and, you know, just hang out, talk. Oh, man, how's your day been going? The weather, the fall time, September. Yeah, I can't wait for Halloween. Yeah, you know. Or we could just have the NPC in a boat, put it on a lead, and then drag it around as far as I'd like to, or even fly it around, put it on a happy gas, it doesn't matter. This is definitely the easier way to move a mannequin around your world for sure. But why should we stop here? Because minecart, if I had a mannequin right here just chilling, hanging out, and then I put a minecart, start spinning around. Whoa, no, you're spinning. Dude, careful, you're gonna get dizzy. Man, it's gonna be a big mess. I'm gonna have to clean it up. No, stop it. So yeah, these NPCs in their very basic day one form, they can already interact with rideable entities. Now, items, blocks, whatever you want to give the mannequin. And as we found out initially, unfortunately, you can't just like give the mannequin an item. If I walk up to it and use the item on the mannequin, like that's not happening. Nothing works like that. But of course, there's a really easy way to give mannequins any item in the game. We'll take a look soon. Another big one that I wanted to test here is the spectator game mode functionality. You know how it goes. If you're in spectator mode, if you interact with an entity, then you can spectate its exact POV. And, well, yeah, sure enough, the mannequin, it's not turning its head, so the POV is not changing. But you can spectate these things and check out what they're seeing. Now, before we get a little bit more technical with it, I want to send a big shout out to Villager Buds and, of course, the legend of Phoenix SC as well. You see, over the past couple of days, I've been experimenting with these mannequins and trying to learn as much as I can about these things. It is thanks to Villager Bud's amazing video, I'll leave a link down below, and Phoenix SC's recent live stream that I watched. Well, these two pieces of source material helped me enlighten my brain and expand it as far as I could. So, for starters here, when we use the command to summon the mannequin, it always has Minecraft Steve. Aye, but Steve's a little slim looking. What if maybe we didn't want to always have Steve and we wanted Alex to be a little bit thick? Oh my god, girl. Dang, you look good. You look fine. Alright, never mind the holes in her arms, though. Just don't worry about it. She feels a little under the weather, too. So, still using the summon command, mannequin. Well, when it comes to this texture here, I can actually input an entity and player profile. With the help of this command, I could use the command to actually spawn in any of the default Minecraft player skins. Legitimately, I think the only other one that I actually remembered is F, though. We got Steve, we got Alex, and we've got F. Now, allegedly speaking, in here, we should be able to modify how thick Alex is, too. But that command is set up a little bit incorrectly. Instead, if I want to modify the model and actually make the skin a little bit more slim, I need to add this tag onto the end of the command. Now, if I run this, Alex, oh, my girl, just like I remember you with the memories, no longer is your arm, like, unnecessarily wide here. But if I wanted to, I could adjust this model. We have two different options, slim or wide. And if I flip it to wide specifically, well, then here we go. We got wide Steve instead of whatever the heck is going on with slim Steve over here. So we can create the real deal, actual Steve himself. But this all goes one step farther, because not only can we use different default player skins here, we could use any texture for anything, anything in the entire game. All right, it's a little derpy. And this is all going to go down because keep in mind that the textures for other things like zombies are not necessarily exactly the same shaping or texture mapping as things like player skins. But yeah, with the help of this little command right here, we can modify the texture of our NPC. I think I did that a little wrong. We can modify the texture of our NPC to be any texture that exists for a mob in the entire game. Villager? Yes. It might need some jaw reconstructive surgery and probably some nose work too, but whatever. You're so uwu, you want a cat? Aw, well, that's not how you do it. The big man, strong dude? Oh, I don't even know what to think about that. And of course, for the Copper Age, we had to do it to him, dude, what? But why stop at different mobs and things in the game when you don't have to? Because instead, we could summon in entities that have any block texture in the entire game. Alright, so the command for this one is actually way easier. With the help of this command, we can have a block stone. We can modify the stone part to anything in the entire game, maybe calcite. And, well, what do you know? All of a sudden, we have a calcite NPC. Now, how useful is this to have an NPC that is literally just netherrack? I mean, I don't know, but it's cool. And again, we're taking a texture for something that isn't shaped like a player at all, so a Minecraft block, and then we're overlaying it onto the shape of a player, so yeah, it's gonna end up looking a little derpy, but you could definitely do it. But why lose your leg and your arm, man, when instead, oh, dude, you can keep them and have them looking more handsome than ever before, dude. Wow. So this time, I'm summoning a Minecraft mannequin with a profile name, and you can put any name in here. So we could take something like, let's say, Olrap, and summon Olrap into the game, and cape and all, exact most recent used skin texture. Dude, this is so cool looking that you could just grab anyone's skin and, like, check it out. You know, this kind of reminds me of the fetch profile command that was added relatively recently, where we can just give an item and have a player head, bam, dropped into game just like that as well. That's pretty crazy. So I don't know what Jeb's Minecraft account name is, but if it is just Jeb, yeah, there's no way. Or Herobrine? You know what, never mind. Jack Black's Minecraft player is apparently Alex, and that is definitely not Agnes, for sure. But the problem here is all of these different people here are all called mannequin still. That's not very immersive. What if we went ahead and leveled it up even more and oh my gosh, now it's actually him, the real deal. Dude, I can hear him now. He's probably asking you to like the video and subscribe or like whatever. I don't even know, man. So this one is really, really easy to pull off. After your profile name bit, if you just add this custom name, then you could name it whatever you want. So if I really wanted to get into a little bit of a legal jam, I could go ahead and summon Ulraf into my world and be like, hey, look, guys, no, like, Ulraf is actually inside of my world. Like, I'm not faking it, because you can see it says Ulraf, and then there's, like, actually Ulraf. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, I can't believe I got a picture. No flipping way, man. Now Ulraf is hanging out in my world, and King B-Dogs is in my world. Dude, and look at his suit. He looks good, too. Yeah, But items, we talked about it earlier. What if I wanted to, like, actually give a mannequin or an NPC a real deal item? Like, my dream is to have somebody standing in my world, and holding something. Well, this is really easy. In order to pull this one off, all we need to do is put something in its main hand, or you could even do offhand as well. Our command here is pretty straightforward. In the equipment slot, we have main hand, and then we have any item ID in the entire game. So maybe we want to, like, gear our boy up here. We could go ahead and give him a diamond sword, and just like that, we've got a diamond sword. Now, for armor, I was having a little bit more trouble, but I did learn from Villager Bud's video that a dispenser definitely works with a mannequin. You could go ahead and dispense items from a dispenser onto a mannequin, so you could have like a fully armored up version of Steve or King B-Dogs or whoever, and easy as that, just dispense whatever you want the mannequin to actually wear onto the mannequin. Now, another big move or thing that I was thinking about with these mannequins, seeing as the mannequin is sort of like a player or whatever, if I flip into spectator, and then I set it to midnight, and then I go ahead and make sure I'm not on peaceful, and wait around for a little bit of time, we should be able to see if the mannequin will be able to spawn, or basically cause the spawning of mobs inside of the world. And yeah, as you can see here, because I'm in spectator, I'm not affecting anything, and the mannequin itself, it's also not affecting anything. Mannequins, even though they look like players, do not count as players, and therefore cannot trigger mob spawning inside of your world. So mannequins, so far so good. They're pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and make the mannequins actually do things. Alrighty, so this is pretty crazy. With the help of this little command right here, and I'll try and maybe remember to drop a bunch of these commands down in the description for you. But with the help of this little command right here, if I flick this on, every single mannequin is now looking at me and will follow me and keep looking at me the entire time, no matter where I am standing. The whole player skin and outfit, it will actually fully rotate just like a player would while that player is looking at you. Oh my god, this is so creepy. And it's like, it's gonna work if you fly up above the player as well, or try and spin around the player and sneak behind him. No, they're watching. They're always watching. So that one's pretty crazy. That's really creepy. But even creepier than that, we have the mannequins will actually be able to walk around your world and walk towards you. Wherever you are in the world, you will never be able to outrun them. This is like that immortal snail thing or whatever. We were talking about it on stream recently. Dude, what the heck? If I go up here, they can start walking in midair as well. They're following me. They're chasing me, and they will do so indefinitely. Kind of even more creepy with the command behind this one. If I go ahead and adjust this value right here, then they will move even quicker. Whoa. All right, there's too many entities in one spot, but by adjusting this value right here, you could change how quickly they will be able to walk towards you and follow you. So right here, this is like a slow, dramatic walk up. Oh, it's creepy. It's so disturbing. Stop it, guys. Enough of that. Another pretty interesting thing that you can do with the mannequins is actually have them copy you as well. So in order to show this one off, let's go ahead and grab a couple of random things from the creative inventory. And I could maybe double this one up with the one where they're watching me, so the mannequin is always looking at me. And if I pull out a sword to say like, hey, stop it, well, it will also pull out a sword or a wool block or a whatever I'm holding in my hand. It will pull that thing out. Now, it won't be able to swing the sword when I swing it, but it could definitely hold the sword and look at me and watch me and just be creepy. I could activate this one too, and the mannequin could do all of these things at the same time. It could walk towards me with a sword and change items around and just keep following me forever and ever and ever. Dude, no. Oh, dude, I've been having so much fun with these commands, if you couldn't tell. But the mannequin, right now at least, it's not mimicking my movement. Like, it's not copying me moving around. But I can kind of get it to work, and not fully. I'm still trying to figure this part out, so if you know about it, let me know. But the mannequin is copying my movement here, like when I'm jumping, maybe going up into the air and then falling, it copies me. But I can't figure out how to copy my walking. But I know it's definitely possible because Banston over on Twitter created a working mirror inside of Minecraft. He's walking around there, and then on the other side of the mirror, the player is mimicking it. This is crazy. This is a working real mirror inside of vanilla Minecraft. Dude, it's so cool. And how do you do it? How did he make it? I'm not the brightest with commands here. I spent so long trying to figure out exactly how I could get this mannequin to copy what I was doing, but I just can't figure it out. Last and definitely not least, we can even have these mannequins. Well, by modifying their equipment slot and mirroring it to mine, we can actually have the mannequins copy exactly what I'm wearing as well. So copper armor, we go ahead and gear up all the way, and yeah, the mannequins, every one of them here, they're copying me. I could even maybe change this out for a skeleton helmet, and sure enough, you've got me. Now, one final thing that I'd like to talk about here today. Right now, these mannequins, they don't actually have any dialogue box or anything like that, but with the help of the dialogue command, I wonder if we could use the dialogue command to make basically an interactable UI for the NPC. Like, you walk up to it, interact with it, then all of a sudden a dialogue screen is shown, and you could select things and basically talk to the NPC. But seriously, guys, these mannequins here, yeah, not only are they pretty romantic looking, but they're pretty crazy as well. For even more on mannequins, smash like, subscribe, and maybe I'll make even more mannequin stuff. I'll throw a couple of essential commands down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. This has been me, Waddles. I'll see you tomorrow.